Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Star Rail. I'm actually downloading a lot of stuff right now, but Honkai Star Rail is the thing I'm here for today. I have stuff to do, and this is what we've got to do. We've got a lot to do. So since I was last here, we pulled oh my gosh, Aglaya. Aglaya has been pulled. So that is currently who I have. But that being said, we have a lot to do. So I know stuff resets. A woo firm. So I'm just hopping onto this today. Yeah. That being said, let's get on with the story, right? I've got plenty of story stuff to do, so that being said, we should probably go into story. Missions, what do I have to do today? Well, I guess I should start with what's right next to me, right? You know? I don't know who should be in my team lineup because I don't know what is in. However, we're gonna go with our old traditional lineup. As expected, even with the support of the Divergent Universe, trying to construct a model of Amphoreus from these mere scraps of Memoria is still a bit of a stretch. Making something from nothing has always been Mythos' hallmark on the journey of erudition. Every conclusion instead must be grounded in evidence. A sealed world reflected in the garden's mirror, my concern for the state of the two nameless has just increased another 12%. What could we wonder could possibly cover up the three paths of such waterproof way? It's got to be thoroughly interrogate those two when I get them out of there. Currently in Amphoreus. We are in Amphoreus, last we left. You snap back to reality, this is the Grove of Epiphany. Even though it's not your first time here, the scenery before you manages to leave you speechless in awe. You still remember you came here to pursue that distant voice. Young man, do you desire wisdom? That's it, this voice. I desire stellar jades. Alas, there is no wealth to be here, though there is something much more precious, knowledge. I am a strand of consciousness left behind the great sage Calidorus that managed a library known as the Index. Got a digital life form then. You hiss. I shall gradually overlook your foolishness. Consider this yet room for your education. It's well known that the Library of Philia holds a vast collection of scrolls. There's research of scholars across generations is as numerous as Aquilia's eyelashes, a massive mess of disorganized papers. My colleagues and I poured our lives into weaving all the research into Sacred Tree's memories. Though the Reason Titan, Roots, and the Romance Titan, Golden Threads, this wisdom is to be extended outward, enveloping every corner of the grove, interwoven into a network that bears knowledge. So long as we hold reverence for Titans, alas, any may touch it, peruse its scrolls, engage in discourse, and resonate with the knowledge left behind by the sages of old, or even those left by Circes. Do you surf the net too? Whoa, the interweb. Corrupted by the black tide, the underground network is slowly decaying. What remains is nothing more than scattered remnants of the certain scrolls. But perseverance rewards the steadfast. In the end, I have found a successor whom I can entrust this place. You've got a keen eye. Because you can refuse, a blinding radiance soaks in your thoughts, encompassing your soul's essence to the labyrinthine root system. Alrighty. You open your eyes, barely able to believe the sight before you. Indeed, I was not mistaken in my judgment. It is but mere shard drawn from the memory depths, yet it bears the majesty of astral vessel akin to the usurper's fabled skyship. As the saying goes, virtue is knowledge, virtue is wisdom's origin and finale. Gathering here are Amphoreus' collective myths and histories throughout its entire existence. What we learn through the virtue is from gods to heroes. At the same time, it draws the paths of scholars, allowing people to understand themselves, forging trials and tribulations unique only to them. Your heart has chosen the sky ship, shaping this very scene as the gate to embark on the voyage of discovery. Titan Miracle? Titan Technology? You even find yourself doubting whether it simulates Screwlum or Herda might appear at the next moment? In any case, your soul essence will walk around the legends here, shaping your virtue, forging you into a true sage and eventually a true hero. Excessive words are not necessary here, young one. Prepare to tread forth into the river of knowledge?
Should you have a moment, take some time for a bath.
We're twins. It is I, Aglaya.
Poor me.
Aglaya, with all due respect, this trial's taking far too long.
Don't worry, have faith in Finon, right?
What do you think of this, Trinan?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Finon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
Lady Trinan.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore.
Not good.
There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Time for Plan B. As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
That might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences. Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
Exactly, no way am I getting involved. Can't we all go together?
No. Someone should stay outside in case we need help.
What? Things taking a critical turn, especially with Finon's life on the line. Of course, we Nameless will do what's necessary. How should we help?
Join me in the trial to look for Finon. And when we do, Aglaya's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
No way, I go first.
We can't get rid of all the noise.
Please, stay safe.
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf.
Let's go with a team that I know is consistently good no matter what. This is actually okay, actually.
May that warrior be safe.
Ah, he replaces. Stop. Don't do that. That would be mono. Probably okay.
Our reinforcements from beyond the sky. Warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Very well. Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a
No way.
warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial.
Let's go look for Finan, right? Why is it just you? Where's Den Hung?
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe.
Gee, you're so hopeful. You said protect him, but you immediately lose him.
The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most.
A disaster for Akama. So much for the king of those outlanders.
You won't get away, Kremnoan vermin!
Be on alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
Shall begin.
Submit or die.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a
It's
tale
Dr.
I boast
Ushio.
about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Akaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that. You are... Oh. So the Alpha Brute has found his way here. It's a pity, though. You're too late. You will never stop the Holy City's army. Watch as I make this pathetic warrior of yours the first sacrifice.
Mightimos, my king, avenge me.
this.
You're next.
That's that sounds completely normal and okay.
Face your death, cowardly king.
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikador's wrath.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Harmony and unison.
I'll overcome
Eternal the dead return!
to doubt farewell.
Use all your might. Forever do.
Night. Stars echo.
Don't worry, guys. You can jam out to Robin's music.
Let's settle this. Receive divinity. I can't
Heard the
die.
call. Serenity is before me.
Thanks. Burn it all. Bloom. I kicked through my blood. Forever do.
Oh, nice. Super cool, but also didn't get to see special.
Absurd. I know this, Akaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool.
Rude.
It's nothing. Let's go. That voice. Is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
Let's wait. A day of peaceful repose.
Mighty mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life, finally?
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this, you know very well. Leave our city, cursed
Wow.
son of Gorgo.
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonis.
Humiliate me, you shall not. Leave. Get out of Okima. Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is Mother Signet.
I wonder what's going on. Like, seriously.
It's here again. I knew it.
Ha! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin have. With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You were not at all, Cartonis! Look out!
Ooh.
Nice move.
You two? Are you the real Dan Hung? I could ask you the same. What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waterways? The scale gorge waterscape.
Parted the waters.
Oh, I forget. Just kill me, all right. That sounds like something the real you would say. It wasn't easy, but I finally found you two.
So, you are Don Hung. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memories from my past. Nothing worth mentioning.
You mean you saw your past too?
Two?
The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right.
What are you thinking?
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Finon has never met.
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means that we'll be able to find Finon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagine it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder. I agree.
Show begins.
Cursed group.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial.
What's wrong with you two? I've met that warrior before. It's Nias, an incarnation of Nikador.
I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador themselves.
My demise. You are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
No.
Well, we beat him up, I
I
guess.
applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
Sure you can. You have no eyes. Weren't you going easy on us? We traveled together before, remember? Surely. When his fallen, Finon failed the trial?
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him
So he's
away?
dead? No, obviously not, right?
Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
We just want to be friends. What's his problem?
Opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King.
Right.
If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Oh boy, don't talk about his mama.
Don't you
Yep,
dare speak of her.
in trouble.
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you suggesting her efforts were for naught?
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon as the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
Thanks to them, I have also come to realize. This is why you killed your father for the throne, only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on.
He's just twisting the knife, isn't he?
This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead.
Ouch. So his goal is to make Mighty take his place instead.
Show me what you are capable of.
Rip Finan.
You have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny. I will rip your chest apart, Titan. The same way I ripped apart that former king. I see you wish to repeat this. Come at me then. Ignite the flames.
Wow.
And
Okay.
step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Or lose yourself in the fight and watch your depleted corpse burn to ash.
Appealing options.
The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. Very great. Unjust. Ultimate ascension. To you, the successor of Kremnos.
Don't know if he wants to do that. I don't. He's getting set up.
Knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Mightimos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power. Dying soul, face me. Mournful cries, miserable wails. Kings of Kremnos, this is the power you desired?
Listen to the final song of life. Harmony and unison.
Burn it all. I am Strife. Burn it all. In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of Strife. Dying soul, face me. This raging power, I can hardly contain it. Forever doomed.
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Forever doomed.
Eternal step.
Dead return.
It's okay.
Conquer all lands.
Resonate all together.
One more time. We're gonna sing it out.
Underestimated you.
Night.
Let's not solve it with violence. Let's solve it with peace and song.
Doubt farewell.
Burn it all.
Receive divinity.
I can't die. Here you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos.
Eternal step.
Return! Dying soul, face me. How noisy. Burn it all.
This mortal form will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Forever doomed.
Oh, he's got his tank out. Oh. Okay.
Found you.
Okay. Sometime later, we're skipping time? Wait, what?
I did my best.
The core flame trial is indeed no place for the weak. Let's just hope that Finon gets through this.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
I think Nias mentioned it before?
That is correct. He was willing to entrust the core flame to the Chrysosayers, because he was also pinning his hopes on us, to succeed him in shouldering the responsibility of resisting the Black Tide.
Could you tell us more about this Black Tide?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Amphoreus to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the 3 titans of calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Nias, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As
Oh.
the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seat of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
Wow.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
An unspeakable thing of unknown origin? What comes to your mind when we put these words together? A Stellaron? That's right. If you think about the various characteristics of Amphoreus, an isolated world of eternal night being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount the possibility. This has long been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Amphoreus wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe, be it in the birth of the Titans or the encroaching Black Tide. None of these can be explained as natural progression of a civilization. There must be some other reasons for its current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have observed certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise. I mean by now, but that isn't the case. the voice of the Stellaron? The voice of the Stellaron? That's what I was thinking too. From past experience, the Stellaron within you should have been able to resonate with other Stellarons, but we haven't encountered anything like that here. There are several other unanswered questions too, but my gut feeling is that things are not as simple as they seem. Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved the appearance of the world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. It could be an all-star cast. In another sense, it's Penacony all over again. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point. Since Nikador has fallen, those who are supposed to be suppressed by them will no doubt again begin to counterattack. It seems our trailblazing expedition is growing in significance. At the same time, on the other side of Marmorial Palace...
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago?
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phynon might fall. And she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Dang, Aglaya's
Looks
messed
like
up.
you know everything.
Jeez.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. The downfall of strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
Mm-hmm. They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
Ah, I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual.
Not the point, Chibi.
Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
He doesn't want that.
I once was.
Yep, see?
Lady Trebios. Therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Dee? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
Let's wait and see.
A day of peaceful repose.
Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
Why does he care? He's so funny.
You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about feats on the battlefield.
He's like,
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway. My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Krateros.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Achaemen.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Krateros.
That old man can be such a child sometimes. Do you know where Krateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get
fell
lost
asleep.
while trying to find us?
He fell asleep.
No way! Mr. Krateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elites. He's the best at hunting down enemies. He was counting near Verax Leo when we went to hide. I thought about
Oh, maybe
taking
he's
a
talking
peek,
to Leo.
but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Verax Leo was he with?
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the backs.
Alright, I'll go look for him. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nikador's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemens. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
He's asking all these questions because he wants to understand,
this
right?
place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Amphoreus. No one can defeat them. The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us. We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
Wow, dang, they already like him already, and he's wondering. Well, of course it's gonna upset him,
Time
but
has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must
Set
not
him up.
neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos. Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
eat your vegetables, children.
The future of Kremnos. I should find Krateros.
Could you imagine the Crown Prince telling you you eat veggies so that your homeland can be salvaged?
There he is. Is he engaged in a debate
I
with
knew
that
it!
foolish lion?
Oh my gosh. Don't talk to the lion.
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum
Oh, he's
Kremnos.
probably asking like about the future,
Get a grip.
right?
We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Oh my gosh, have you not met Mighty?
Out of my way.
Yeah, see?
Council.
See, he's like, oh, please.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll
Oh
allow you
gosh.
to pass this time.
He's like, now.
Just this once.
He's like, now. He's like, I don't care.
You think yourself knowledgeable?
So funny.
Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo and Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall?
Oh my gosh, yes, yes, everybody. Wait, I said it to the prince.
I don't know, my lord.
Oh.
How did it come to be?
It's a joke, watch.
Let me enlighten you.
Oh, I thought it was
Long
going to be an
time
actual joke.
The founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around
okay.
Akama.
Little dark.
But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike. And then... why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
He's stoned, sir.
It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on.
Wait, you have no blood.
Well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while.
Okay, whatever.
What in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Kratos. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Mos. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried. They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
And now he'll never know the answer, and it'll drive him crazy.
How in the world did
Yep.
Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall?
You deserve that. For all the annoyances you
Keep up
caused.
with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you? Calm down. Calm down.
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
We're almost there.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Are we gonna beat up the guards?
Shall we, sir?
Oh, yeah, see?
Let's do it.
What are you up to? Someone help me!
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored.
You know
Well,
who
not by
this
your
voice
hand.
actor is?
And you're even considering
Hold
giving
up.
up Nikador's divine power.
Hold up.
Is this true?
I'm checking. You can't stop me from checking. Because I think I know who this is, and I don't know if I'm wrong. Hold on. I knew it! Oh my gosh, it's our boy Ziggy. Richard Epcar. I knew it was him. I heard and I was like, who the heck is this? And it was our guy. Man, like how can you, he has such a amazing voice that it's just like I knew it was him and I was like, nah. But I hate saying like this person is this person because I want to confirm. I don't want to be rude and be like, you sound like this person, but it's actually not you. But it's Richard. Great. Nice to see you still voice acting.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
Bring him back for Xenosaga
In
remake.
other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
Oh man, he sounds so good.
Divine power is not equivalent to the throne.
Nostalgia.
Path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time.
Gosh, he sounds so
If they ever learn
like he
that the
hasn't
Crown
even.
Prince they look up to so
His
much
voice
is
sounds
actually
so good
toying
still.
with the notion of stepping down. Think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Martimos.
Ooh.
You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes.
Wow.
To restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Are you trying to shame me, Martimos?
Wow.
I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him.
The fact he said Europon, if he just put no in front of it, Nopon, and just shove him into Xenoblade. Just push him ever so slightly, you know, to join the cast. Just saying.
You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
Did you though? I am a little
That was
suspicious.
merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return.
Ah.
This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much.
Damn.
I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Martimos.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But
Damn. Yeah,
it
right?
appears this is not the right time.
Obviously not.
Go, mighty. Yeah, that's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
Ooh.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey. Especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Eurepon, the boy did nothing wrong! This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Whoa. Did not expect this to come in like this. Talk about a past.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life
This is what he talked
to
about.
preserve the
Yeah.
soul of the great Nikador.
That's right, throw him off the cliff, right?
Must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne.
Wow.
As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphoreus.
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed. Starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
Isn't that the truth?
Your
That is what
failure
happened.
Is inevitable, Eurepon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child. A beast that murders his own kin. Royal Wing Elites and Emperors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections?
I doubt it.
If
They're all
so,
gonna
come
stand by and watch it
forward with
happen,
your
right?
spear and prove your
Oh my goodness.
Understood.
Oh.
5, 4,
No one, really.
3.
She's going to, though,
No
right?
one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2. 1.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent,
Wow.
the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival. My son. My Deimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
Wow, you grant
The blade
her,
of fury
please.
above us and the council bearing witness. I, Gorga, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
Well, that's horrible. How could he agree to do that, right?
My son. They all tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood.
If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
Ooh. Yeah, that's how you better be, you know? Of course we know she loses, but still. Mm-mm. Why does life slumber? Oh my god, please. Even if death came to Ruji, you proudly retort, why does life slumber? Because it's so mean, Penacani. You're the chill of river souls wafted by sensation hauntingly familiar. Could death truly be at your door? Just open your eyes, just in case. Oh my gosh, she is.
You're awake.
No wonder I felt the chill. Castress, why does life slumber?
That's a complicated question.
Ooh.
I'm not sure I can answer that.
Okay.
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby. I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Don Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person.
Yeah, didn't she say that last time? A gift, gimme, gimme.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. Alright, let's set off.
Although if she tries to kill us again, you're totally responsible. Oh, new stories? What, are you off reading them by yourself? I want in too. I knew you'd show up. Well, there's a story. There's Mem. Could it be a memory spirit? No, that name's not cute enough. How about Pink Memory Spirit then? In the corner of Akama, the newly arrived traveler stops for a moment. He rubs his eyes.
1, 2, 3. There's 3 identical children?
3 children have different smiles. One is beaming, one is a shrewd grin, and one is smiling serenely. Yet each of them looks just as mysterious as the other 2.
Stranger, welcome to the Holy City. We will show you the way forward.
Tribios. This name has not been mentioned for some time. Only the elderly priests of Genopolis know the true significance of this name.
High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
As music from their hometown plays, the smiling children gather around the old man. They wish for the twilight breeze that will carry away all the tales of sadness. The end times loom in the dark like a dark cloud, hanging over the holy city's residents and shrouding them with worry.
Hello, do you need our help?
Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the alley. They wipe away the women's tears, babies sleep among swift spirits. On the windowsills of those in prayer, their light footsteps remain. The citizens call to them,
3 pillars of Akama.
yet they simply shake their heads.
There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together? Guess who we are?
The three soared and landed in front of the townsfolk.
You're Trian.
An old man says.
Oh, we're Trinin.
Trinin is the quietest of the trio.
Are you Trinin?
Asks the young girl.
Wrong. We're actually Trian.
Trian is the most spirited of the trio.
Then you must be Treeby.
A child shouts.
You're right. Good job.
Triby is as enthusiastic as she is adorable. It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart, of the most importance is their sincere smiles.
We will show you the path to take.
The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road. So, you literally show the people the right path to take?
You're lucky. You merely took a wrong turn.
The children flew before me. It was rare to see them so quiet.
However, there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life.
Wow. There once was a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city far away. The children leaned towards the soldier and said nary a word as she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other two children, they were in the city bedside upon a woman who was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably. Not only do the three children share each other's senses, their souls also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other two will burst into tears as well.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears of reminiscence.
Our greatest talent is performing Amphoreus' nursery rhymes.
But those nursery rhymes have been told over and over that any illiterate child could recite them by heart.
How rude!
The child gently flicks my forehead.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
In this lush land by God's chosen, giants raise their glasses in a toast. People commonly see the children riding on an enormous flaming rockets, looking like shooting stars blazing through the holy city.
Dangerous.
An old man worriedly wishes the children to stop.
Not Trinin.
The quiet child shakes her head.
That's Trian!
The exuberant child raises her hands.
Stop nagging.
The mischievous child pouts.
Can't I just play with something I've created?
Every child in the world loves to play, and Tribios is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain, yet Tribios tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
The children swore they were already adults, yet when they carelessly hit the city gate, they cry out in pain together. The tripartite prophecy is but a distant ritual, and the Chrysos War a painful dream. Echoes from the Gate of Infinity occasionally jolt her awake, and the distant travels of her identical sister sometimes inspire uncertainty within her. The journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end. Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. They are all that remains of one another. I sort of hate that. Because I know the lore behind that, but I also really sort of hate that. Akama, a city of warriors that look upon those marching towards the battlefield, and the holy city, the sanctuary of all citizens. Just as the poets of the city have sung.
The epitome of magnificence, unbounded benevolence.
And the beauty of the holy city is like Aglaya herself, dressed in finery of noble birth. She is the dressmaster of Akama, the one who weaves with golden threads.
But there's one thing she'll never be able to achieve.
A jealous whisper can be heard.
She will never be able to produce something seamless.
Golden threads quiver and gentle wind rustles by her ear. She maintains her silence, but others fan the flames. Is that so hard? Her scissors and rulers are better than any garment maker, sculpting forms of a perfect as gods themselves.
Lady Aglaya, grace our eyes with your most elegant creation.
Ingratiating words do not sit well with me, nor do duplicitous machinations.
No. Her gaze flits across the stoa, equally regarding every member of the public. They used to wonder, how exactly do her eyes perceive if something is beautiful or not? As at the holy city that's perpetually bathed in light, how do people tell apart cozy mornings and frosty nights? For the weaver, the answer lies in her golden threads. Golden threads of the goddess of romance now serve as her hands and eyes. The colors of the world, intertwined with the undertones of human hearts, come flooding towards her. These golden threads are no less prideful than the master they are now belong to.
As long as the thread has form, it is enough to craft seamless finery.
Be it stitched finely and tightly, or cut cleanly with a single stroke.
Hardly a challenge. None of these pose a challenge.
The rhyme rolls off like seams, like a soft sigh from lips. The one who weaves gold gazes past me, fixed on something much farther, the network of threads that entwine all between the heaven and earth. The only challenge that she relentlessly dedicates herself to is weaving the fate of Akama into a flawless, seamless outcome. A long line stretched across the square, merchants, shopkeepers, even high society elite, all lined up together without distinction. At the head of the line was a path to Aglaya's abode. In the Holy City's fashion trendsetter, going to reveal her newest masterpiece?
She's about to get rid of her failed pieces!
Now I see why the Holy City is free of worries. Even as the end nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
New to Akama, a visitor from elsewhere ends up utterly bewildered at the sight. It is said that the family of priests who worship Menestia go way back to the Weaver. But her impeccable gift for weaving isn't meant to serve anyone's pursuit for pleasure. What was once a sacred duty now misunderstood by the beauty-obsessed who mistook fallen shreds for priceless treasures.
Are flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
The Weaver shakes her head. She seems to have forgotten about something. It is precisely the flawed hero who walks ahead of the crowd, who casts a long shadow over the world, who strides towards everlasting daylight. And there are, nevertheless, people whom the Weaver is willing to sew and tailor for. Her conditions are beauty as sharp as a blade, and the pursuit of beauty.
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation and lots of flowers.
A melodramatic poet speaks out.
I want to stir her emotions.
The voice of a blushing young boy.
Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the Abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her.
A seated child speaks up next to him, a barefooted girl staying silent with her head kept low. This isn't a drill of the beauty, is it? Is she also a follower of... Surely not, because... I mean, I guess they said that there are multiple Aeons, right? So this is probably... Unfortunate gold threads are woeful things. They are never swayed by sympathy or pity. A tense and worried look surfaces on a young child's countenance. The speck of dirt on his face brought back memories of a past encounter. The Weaver begins.
Go to the 3 children in the city.
A message of Janus. They will bring him shoes he hopes for. Wild. In Amphoreus, untitled statues are a prevalent sight. And for inspiration behind these statues, they are said to be clay figures that Kefali made at world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Thus, the very first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the gods' mercy, while realizing the sorrows of this world. In front of the statue, the people of the holy city beheld a man, Phino, of Idis Elise. He never spoke of his origins, only using his name to nonchalantly identify himself.
That's not really his name, is it?
People cast sidelong glances at him, their minds swirling with doubt. The man merely responds with a breezy smile, neither confirming nor disproving their speculations. Phynon is a soldier, one with divinity coursing through his veins. Responding to the Gold Weaver's rally call, he traveled long and far to reach the holy city, eager to bright the light to the hero's path.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust.
Ballads reach him through the breeze as a soft voice is meant for him, and he responds in kind.
No matter. My existence is of little consequence.
Idis Elise, the man's hometown, shrouded in secrecy just like his past. Some have searched for the distant village, yet found it neither written nor passed through song. In every nostalgic reflection, the man crafted a vision of paradise with his exquisite poetry. Yet within the ancient texts of the holy city, the history of the frontier village remains more obscure than the days to come. In a far-off future, the land of Amphoreus will bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, the man will inscribe an eternal mark upon the Chrysos epic. Yet, his real name may never be heard in this world again.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Some too, losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey. Dang, ominous! I see a sword that grants death, a shackle of destiny, next to a silver-haired girl worshipped at the Demesis Hollow? The sword stained with unknown blood lying shattered and snapped, the shackle chained pale wrists dotted in thickening rust. The priest asks with a shaking voice, "Upon whose fingertips will the butterfly perch?" The girl never answers, like death itself, breathed in silent solemnity. Oh my goodness. People often say that dying is to meet the palm of the hand of shadow, and dreaming is to be brushed by the fingers a little. In the mirage as the girl petted death, she sees black waterfalls foaming in bellow, pouring down from the chasm in the sky, where a solitary tower stands with torrents shallow. When she wakes, she can still feel the water's freezing touch and the cacophonies billow. Like a wail of the dead, the howl of beasts in confusion, delirium, and clamors hollow. The girl's embrace is not meant for the living. Thousands have entered the eternal sleep in her arms, granting to the dead solace and dignity. She mentions a ferocious warrior feared in battle.
She did not go with a smile, but to me she cursed. Oh, life's end, how ugly you are, how despicable.
And from that day on, she adorned herself. Her dress, white as a radiant moon, became dotted with flowery petals.
For if death cannot be avoided,
So says the girl.
I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
Among the manifold rites about death, the one she knows the most intimacy are burial rites. One burial of unfamiliar countenance after another wherever she presided, from the angelic visage of a babe passed in a cradle to the despairing eyes of the mother drowning in sorrow, from the scars on the war battlefield general's torso to the unending tears pouring from his bereft widow. Yet she remembers not a single living human she had seen. Even in the mirror, she thinks of her own face strange, with an alien glow. In the countless words buried in forgetfulness, the only thing she manages to glean is a mockery to fate, a sarcastic whistle.
Stay alive.
When she casts aside the shackles and stepped beyond Idonia, a deja vu almost violently seizes her whole. Did she perchance conduct some previous escape? Illusions dance across her eyes. She had once drifted in an endless river, then drove her single boat out of the deluge. She had wandered in the battlefield covered in corpses, then recovered the path back to life. Why must she escape over and over again? She knows not the answer and quivers for it as a ludicrous surmise. The woman embodying death walks this world only because she knows she must stay alive. But alas, at that time she knows not that death is at the end or not. It cut me off, but you get the point. She's looking for the end of the story. Wow, there's that many? This is how long we're gonna be in Amphoreus for? Each person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 acts. Wow. So that's 60 acts. If we have 12. Since which day did he become mighty? His strength rivals all the lands, but the man pays it no heed. For the only authority a king can end another king, and strife can end strife. The torrent of conquest crosses the barrens, yet with homeland's blood it is destined to be stained. None dare to shake his hand in greeting, so he finds the blazing sun soaked in the might of the flames. What a mighty feat it is, in the aftermath of defeat, the man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. The body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flow.
His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
They say that is the reason he's so unwilling to weep. But in Idonia's blizzards he once did cry, shed a tear among the storm and frost, that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time, the entire world will turn to ash. This haughty man shall be the one leave behind the world's final beauty, though none are willing to believe. Unlike his kin, those patterns are carved with his blood, that matter so suspicious it stirs the ambitions of the mundane.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
The people to this day still seek it, it is simply a tradition he follows closely. Do not let your enemy notice you are bleeding, and thus convince them that you are someone unsurpassed, a warrior supreme.
Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
The stories of the past forged his body, the white-haired friend once asked him. The man goes silent and still, his gaze burning into the horizon looking for a distant past. In his days wandering, the same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied.
That is why I walk on this path.
That's really good storytelling. I really wish they would be like more into these in the main storyline. Did you know Akuma's full of stories about Mighty Mouse? He's just bursting with tales. All the princes like that. Are all princes like that? Who's stronger, him or Finon? I'm really curious about immortality. How did he manage to get that powerful? And how did he manage to get that powerful? Shh. This has to stay quiet. It was really hard for me to find out, so don't go letting anyone else know just to hear it. This is for your ears only. They say it's from an incredibly harsh training. Every day he runs 10,000 laps around the holy city. That's 10,000 squats, 10,000 sets of weights, and there's a lot more stuff he does 10,000 of. Let me think. That's totally not true. No way! And how are you so sure about that? Still, there really are way too many rumors about Mighty Mouse flying around. If they were all true, you wouldn't have time to eat, would he? I wonder who's spreading all these stories. Sure, it's mysterious, don't you think? Indeed. Yeah, Eidolons. And he says absolutely nothing.
The baths are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
I don't know how long I'll be able to live like this.
Is that Lady Treby and Lady Trianne?
Ah, you must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Ugh, look at that color and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever. Calm down.
Me and Xenosaka merch. Facts.
Please, there's no need to fret.
FOMO.
If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's alright. Trianne is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trianne is just... what? Trianne is super mad, that's what!
Damn.
You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before! Trianne...
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, it's a merchant that causes
fortune,
problems.
bless you.
What? Why are you giving her winds of fortune? She just caused conflict between you and... I guess it's not her fault, right?
It's so hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Treby and Lady Trianne were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Castoris. It's been a while.
Has been, right?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Treby and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis.
Wow, messed up. See, I told you. Totally her fault. She shouldn't have wished her the blessings of wind or whatever.
Business here after all, so
Go make some wind. Leave here.
I understand.
Oh my gosh.
Feel free to name your price.
Not so fast. Glare at her in silence.
I suppose
Yes,
I can
the
sell
glare
it to
works.
you at cost.
The glare
as a
works.
sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciated.
Guilt, the good old
We're lucky
guilt
that
trip.
she has a good heart. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had it been another merchant, I would have been set back plenty. The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trian and reminds her of her hometown.
I agree.
I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trian's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any
Oh,
ideas
this is
for a
perfect.
suitable gift.
What do you know?
This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trian runs around, it won't break easily.
That's a good idea.
Alright, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaya waiting long enough.
I've been waiting long enough, Castrus. Get back here. Blah.
Away the heart of strife.
Chopper in two. Follow Lady Aglaya. Oh no, Castrus, don't get crushed. Castrus! Castrus! Castrus, no! Oh, shouldn't go through it. Okay, I see how this is. I thought she was done for. No, apparently not. It's like watching a train, an oncoming train. I didn't know what to do to save her. Is this girl have Mihoyo shoujo bubbles? Oh no, that's the elevator. I was about to say.
It seems your friend arrived before us.
We're finally here.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
Thanks. You're up so early, Danhong. You would have been too if you hadn't stayed up so late. But what matters is that you got good rest. I played video games, Dan. Don't you know better?
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and
Yes, it
jeopardize your
was.
safety.
What? Totally was.
To express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima.
Survival because the black tide has
This
eaten everything
is
else?
the dew of divine blood.
Oh.
Brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed.
What?
The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima.
Wow, bling bling. That's some good wine.
Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky in appreciation of what you have done.
You could be saying all this, Aglaya, and you could be lying because there's no other witnesses but us 4. My hand is trembling underneath this weight of this gift. I'm not of drinking age yet. The Express has house rules about drinking, and even I'm not exempt to them. This is a precious gift. Isn't simply a token of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaya?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
You haven't met the others yet, madam. With all due respect, won't forging alliances with the Chrysos heirs embroil us in conflicts within Alchema? I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaya. Wow, my gift! My gift! Why you seriously took a liking to that gift? Having said that, Lady Aglaya, please don't misunderstand. We still want to do what we can to assist you in the flame chase journey. It's just, I've heard friction between Chrysos heirs and, you know, the Council of Akima. As outsiders, we are worried of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed.
You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard. No need to worry, by the way. I can tell
Oh.
Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
It's the cute one.
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akuma.
Huge,
Practically
huge
heroes
Mihoyo
to us
shoujo
all.
vibes.
Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
I like her design a lot. Man.
Hyacinth.
Is she my Oh yeah.
Thank you for taking care of the
My
wounded
second
the past
Robin,
few
let me
days.
tell you. Where's her merch?
It's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them.
God, her design's so
Thrilled
good
to see
though.
them all going home healthy again.
The nice acrylic figure or statue or something.
Oh, it's Cassie. Oh, I've missed you.
Oh, is that like a unicorn? Cassie. Is Aglaya's nickname Agli? Who is this? This girl, she's a natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair. Who's currently frozen in 6 phase ice? 5?
As an acolyte
Several phases of
Aquila,
ice.
I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together.
Ah?
Can we be friends? I'd love
Is
to
she
hear your
also
tales of
outside?
the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akuma presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
What? First of all, she's like 10. No drinking.
Esteemed
No
guests,
drinking.
believe me when I say that this
She's,
gift carries
she's
no
probably
hidden
like a
agendas.
lot older
As for the matter of the alliance,
than she seems.
you need not give me an answer here and
She's
now.
probably like 1,000 years old, to be fair. Oh, she's here for Aglaya, you know, to help her get us to recruit us, you know? Get them to recruit us.
You're mistaken. The capable Lady Aglaya doesn't need my help with things like this.
Okay, potential Laura Bailey. In that case, we will accept the gift from Akuma. We welcome the chance to talk with you, Lady Hyacinth.
Yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro expressions, tone of voice, and questionnaires? Are all these part of the usual skill set for Aquila's priests?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant
sorry.
lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard.
I'm saving up now. I'm saving up.
Many of the Chrysos
No more
heirs
tickets
suffered
going anywhere
injuries
else.
during Nikador's attack on Akuma. So the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to
New
treat the
healer.
wounded in Akuma.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Can I have that little unicorn, like, coin thing you have? Oh, so you're a therapist. Thank you. We'll keep that in mind. Wow, way to
Well, it looks
minimalize
like
her
everything's
job,
sorted
then,
out
huh?
now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back.
Ah, she was trading fine on.
I would love to keep you in Akuma for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akuma intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me to...
Of course she is.
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akuma, and Castris will be accompanying her.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
Since this involves Akuma's diplomatic affairs, we'll give you some privacy. Let's go out and play!
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Mr. Trailblazer, why not go with them? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
Ooh.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Gray. I'd be delighted to show you around.
Sure thing, Shoujo. Sounds good. Gaining more insight into the customs and geography of different regions in Amphoreus is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you.
She said spindle, not spinster. Spindle. I almost misunderstood too.
The weft is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castris knows this too.
Oh, so she's got
Make
one of
good
these
use
already.
it. Trian is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Okima, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
Rare Amphorean fine wine. It's said to be brewed from crops nourished by divine. Okay, yeah, she told us already. Also looks like the shape of wine, but it's actually a golden spindle.
I'm glad to be in your company again, mister.
Who is Professor Anaxa?
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans.
Oh.
That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then. Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them, and they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Ooh.
The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
Sure thing. Okay.
Look, there she is! And Lady Trian. But who's that they're looking at? Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury.
Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trian! Trian was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Okima for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trian knows the city has good doctors, so Trian brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trian. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first.
These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the Black Tide injured him. Gray, Cassie, and Trian, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
She's like, I'm a healer, but... And she pulls out the syringe instead of the pistol.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trian believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trian! Fly, fly, fly away from Okima!
keeping Akuma behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
Are we not using the sentry gate?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian.
Trian promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Let's go.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the grove we go!
Aw, we're gonna hold hands.
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, memmy, mem.
And Cass has nimble fingers? I want to learn too.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
How are you two so close already?
Mem.
Cass and I are now good friends after traveling together for so many days.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable.
Don't get fooled,
This
casters.
is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
This shows that I'm learning new things. Once I obtain the memory of poking Wolfelt, will I grow hands that are as pretty as Cass's hands? That just sounds weird. That's horrible! You can't say that to a girl. I was just kidding. Anyway, I believe that this trip is to the Grove of Epiphany will definitely be a fruitful one. How exciting. I wonder what changes I'll experience next. You'll learn a powerful new ability. You might become fluffier? Transform into a cute girl now. What? You don't have to yell.
Cute. Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
Sure. Yeah, puppies. I'm different species altogether. And here I thought she would just give me a nickname like Little Memmy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trian, I hope you're well rested.
Action
You
hour.
were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please
It's alright.
make fun of Trian.
I would never.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
In that case, what in the lend Trian a hand? So, what's your superpower? But you don't have hands, only paws. It's just a figure of speech. Think about it. There are so many memories scattered all over this world. Surely at least one of them contains an image of Trian's mama? If I keep a lookout for a while searching for memories along our journey, then one could go boom! And not only will Trian be able to remember what her mama looks like, she'll even be able to talk with her, right?
Trian thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
Only if you promise to stop calling me the pink puppy.
And I'll call you Little Memmy from now on.
That's much better. Still, I'd like to know what exactly I am. That was just a name I came up with on a whim. You know? Ah, well, it doesn't matter because I'll be sticking to my word anyway. Now that Trian has cheered up, shall we get going?
Okie dokie. Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time.
Woven Trail, where did it get its name from?
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress.
Where the broken cocoon faint light emanates, Chase willingly stood for eternity fleeting light embrace. I wish they would not put investigate right at the beginning. Oh.
A huge tree! It's huge!
Whoa! Hello. Where's my camera? Whoa. Whoa, that's cool. And it has Robin in it, even though Robin is technically not here with us, but also it has Robin in it. Black and white's fine. Wow, so majestic. Hey, Watte, hurry up and capture this moment. I did already, bro, but I'll take it again. I'm on point. Giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling in the wilting green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as if sighing, slowly fading into the lightness above the ocean on high. Would March 7th appreciate this sublime scene? You're uncertain. Danhong, perhaps? Never mind. Every time he encounters a tree as big as this one, it would appear a deeply troubling situation. I never failed to impress. This photo deserves an award. What is this huge tree, though?
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Cersei's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest. A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
But is this academy supposed to be this quiet?
Something feels off.
Oh, everything feels off.
The Grove has always welcomed scholars.
So
too would Cersei's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
Didn't you say you were gonna, like, take her out anyway? What an inconsiderate Titan. So we have no way in? Was the Grove closed to visitors?
That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
For now, let's look around and see if we can find out what's happened.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
Oh, there's a bug. Observer, great master Cersei's. So I don't know. Cersei's where? Well, it's a Cersei. Actually, Cersei's.
Trian found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side! The entrance on the other side. Where could it be?
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
You guys thought I was just standing in a corner, did you? No, I knew. But also, I sort of wanted to look around too.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
As I expected, something's not right here.
Even though we're not scholars, someone should have come forward to receive us by now.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
Maybe something happened?
That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Okay.
No one's here.
Clearly. What should we do now?
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaya said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not.
Okay.
This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
You came up with this, how unique.
Well, these lines are documented in the Handbook of Nestia's Priests. So, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be.
Hey, everybody, look over there. Something's appearing, I think.
Are they white dryad flowers?
I do like surprises.
Oh no! Clearly.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh. Huh. What, Chad? What a cute name.
No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Dead Mimim?
Dead white dryads.
Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
What happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try. Oh. Wow. Mem. Hey, don't say it together with me. You're distracting me.
Black cloak, sword toward the great tree.
That's it. Their memories are too faint for me to see anything. I could only vaguely make out these words.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Yeesh. The storm is here.
Trianne will be on high alert.
Okay, cool.
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense. There, on the steps.
No, the black. Oh no, the black tide. Oh no. Oh no, the black tide. Wait, these look like. Oh, they look. They're. Are these? They look familiar.
This looks really scary.
What kind of beast is this? Or is it the Death Titan skin?
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves.
This is like the Shinjo Lofu.
Everybody, stay alert.
Shinjo, sorry.
Regardless
Shinjo?
of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this?
Not yet. We need to know more. Wait! That black thing seems to be moving? Oh boy.
The monster is alive! Trianne will protect everybody!
Trianne, please hide behind us.
Yep.
Mister, let's do this.
Damn! Castros? Alright.
As expected, the words black, sword, and cloak, they're talking about the Black Tide.
The harmony will soon play in unison.
Time for resolution.
What you seek is what you shall receive. Torment and doubt, I bid you farewell.
A little honesty would do us both some good. Just a facade.
Nothing major.
No great concern.
Receive divinity.
What kind of ailment is that?
Hold together. Resonate once more.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
It's like a bleed? Look at my health bars. Do they turn like slightly red? Like a bleed?
You'll...
Receive divinity.
I heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Nothing
major.
Mortal form. I will watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Light. Stars echo.
Let's get this party started.
Countless threads, all within my grasp. Thus, your fate and mine become one.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead
This music's not so menacing.
Indirect is all light to be revealed.
You defeated it! Little Gray! Little Cass! You're
Little
so
Cass.
strong!
But these monsters, they aren't supposed to show up here, right?
To think the black tide has spread this quickly to the grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
I mean, if he was preventing
Looking
it
at
from
this
expanding.
It seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
They probably lost a lot of people unprepared for it.